Cybersecurity is the practice of defending computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic systems, networks, and data from malicious attacks. It's also known as information technology security or electronic information security. The term applies in a variety of contexts from business to mobile computing and can be divided into a few common categories, such as network security, application security, information security, and others.
Hey Bernard, last time you told me that you have been scammed in online games. Do you have a chat record? Can you show me?
When I and my friend were addicted to playing on online games, the games have a game coins that you have to use 5 coins per games. The system will give you 1 coin per hour. So to get all 5 coins, you have to wait 5 hours. Then I saw an advertisement that around the patch that say buy 100 game coins and free 50 game coins, only 20 ringgit for now. Then I went to text the seller to ask how it works because I have seen that this kind of advertisement is a scam, but I didn't think too much about it at that time. The seller sent me a link to click and follow the steps to pay, and after the payment, the game coins will be shown in the game account within 5 minutes. I follow the step given and pay with my card within 5 minutes. I didn't get the coin, but the next day when I checked my bank account, I saw that a large amount of money had been deducted from my bank account and I hadn't received any OTP message at all.
After this case, you need to know that not easily to trust anybody in online, and especially don't give your private information to others people.
Okay, thanks for your advice.
Based on the first scenes, don't click the unofficial channel, example the advertisement in the game or video. If we want to top up or buy anything online, we must click the official channel and buy, such as Lazada or Shopee. We can only use the bank official website or touch and go to pay or transfer money. If it is other website or app, most of them are scam.
Hey Leon, I have to share something with you. I came across a romance scam a few years ago.
Actually, a romance games? How? It's a fake account?
Yes, I met this girl on social media and we started talking and getting to know each other better. Then, about a month later, we started this relationship.
During this period of time, we did not meet each other at all, but we got call each other like normal voice call, and I do ask can we meet each other, but she reject me with many other reasons. In the chat, she did tell me that her situation, like she is not from a wealthy family and then her salary are not enough to cover her daily expenses and family expenses. Then I was thinking that as her boyfriend, I could help her out a bit, so I gave her some pocket money every month, and I spent a lot of money on her, but at the time I did not think too much about it. A few months later, she called me and asked me to lend her some money, saying that she needed money to deal with her family emergencies. It's a large amount, but then I could still afford it. I did lend her the money, but I had one condition, that we had to come out and meet after she settled the family emergency. A few days later, she suddenly blocked my phone number, chat and everything, and I was so confused. Then something occurred to me, but I still did not think it was possible.
It took me a few hours to believe that I had been scammed. After that, I went to the police and realized that it was just a fake account and there was no girlfriend. It was just a scam.
So, after this case, you cannot trust people on the internet easily. Cannot transfer money to the people you do not know. Please remember this case.
Yeah, so that's my romantic story. Thanks for the advice, Leon.
Based on the second sense, don't too believe other that we recognize in social media, especially with the fake profile picture. We need to analyze ourselves. We must be aware about this. We can't lend money to people we have not met in real life, only chat in social media. Otherwise, our money will never come back after lending to the people that we recognize at social media. Okay, the moral of the story is we need to make good use of social media. I know most of the people are curious about the fresh and new things. Before we want to try any new things in social media, we need to analyze will it hurt us? There are many ways to use the internet to deceive people. This is just a part of them. So this is why we need cybersecurity. In total responses, we have collected 83 responses. To understand the importance of cybersecurity in philosophy and to determine the representativeness of individual perspective and experience about the topic, this is one of the major concerns today, and no long-term solution has yet been found. We are expected to receive 60 responses to reach our research methodology goal. Reason of choosing online servers as our primary method of data collection is because this is one of the fastest way to get our goal achieved, and this is somehow related to the topic we have chosen. Some people may have lied about the answers in the survey, and we do not know who did or not. Activating collect emails by default may help us receive everyone's email and get us to know who answered. This is the strength and weakness of cybersecurity. Humans are just taking control of what the computer needs to do proceed. We can't always blame our device for not being smart. We are the ones using the device and we should understand it's our fault or for not checking carefully. Humans served the computer in the early days of computing, feeding it data via machines such as punch card to keep it running. Today, the computer has evolved into more of a toolbox, accessible through the two-dimensional interface of the screen and assisting us in our tasks. Computers are evolving and humans are also getting more used to the device in hands. Thankfully, we are born in this era and it is much easier for us to collect data and knowledge and easier communication with our fellow teammates. All the surveys answers were received from our families and friends, also by our friends to help to get more answers. So right now, moving forward to our survey answers. The first question is, will you download unknown application if there's discount or other reason? 77.1% people say no and 22.9% people say yes. According to the chart above, people tend to download unknown application without thinking much. File sharing software can spread virus and other malware, and files offered by others may not always to be what they claim to be. Worst of all, your privacy information may be leaked. The second question is, will you use the same password? Our actively responders 14.5% people say of 14.5 people of them use the same password across all the devices, and the least amount with 12% of our respondents claim that they never use the same password for their accounts. It is very dangerous that people don't use passwords. Passwords are your computers and personal information first line of defense against unauthorized access. And for people who use the same passwords for all their accounts can lead to credential stuffing, meaning that hackers can use previously stolen login credentials from one website to stuff into other websites until they find meshes. The third question is, how can you protect your privacy on the internet? Among our 83 responses, 62.7% of them choose to private their social media account. This may prevent them from people they do not know for stealing their pictures or stalking them in action. Following on with 34.9% of our respondents prefer to use VPN for searching or going online. VPN disguises your online identity when going on the internet, and the use of it is to make it more difficult for outsiders to monitor your online activity and steal data. Then 50.6% of our respondents say that downloading a security app on a device is actually protecting your privacy on the internet. Mobile app security is the protection of apps against external threats such as viruses and other cyber threats. These viruses and cyber threats could expose financial and other sensitive data to hackers. In today's digital environment, mobile application security has been critical. The rest of them believe that humans are the one responsible for their actions, so just be careful of every action that is going to be made.